What's up, everyone? It's Decent out of 5. Hope y'all feeling fine. We're done with the original trilogy. Now it's time for the Tommy Driver trilogy. Now, these are the movies that I can't wait to watch. I already saw part 4 before watching this, but I never seen 5 and 6, especially 6. Everyone say 6 is like the best one out of the franchise, so I can't wait to get to part 5 and 6 though. Horror facts for this one is that this is supposed to be the final movie of the Friday 13th franchise, and Tom Savini came back just to do the special effects for Jason death. As you can see, this is supposed to be the last movie of the franchise, but you know, God bless him, because this became a successful in the box office. Not as much as part 3, but most definitely more than part 2. So how did they do? Well, me personally, I think this was a pretty good movie. So far, this is number 1 for me. So let's move on to Jason. I watched a video from this YouTuber on all the Jason scenes. And I can't realize that, yo, this is like the first we see Jason's brutal side, which makes sense though, because he pretty much got killed by Chris in the last one. Like, yeah, he was very brutal in the last 2 movies he was in, but this time, instead of like stalking his prey, which he sometimes do, he just instantly go for the kill. Jason might be brutal in this movie, but I still had a great time with him. First off, his design. I prefer part 2 and part 3 over this design, but I can say this with 100% grain of salt that this by far is the best unmatched Jason so far. Y'all know me, I love my character moments, and let's talk about the scene with Jason and Tommy. I personally interpret that scene that Jason missing his old self and that he possibly want to go back how he really was before he became like a killing machine.
Remember me, Jason? Jason, don't you remember? Remember, Jason. Jason, remember. Remember.
I also think Tommy may represent Jason how he was when he was like a young boy, because that may explain why Jason didn't instantly kill Tommy when he instantly grabbed him, and that he picked Trish over Tommy. So yeah, Jason was great. So let's move on to Tommy. Tommy was really good in this movie. The only question I would say that I wish we saw more of him, and plus I think they should have foreshadowed his dark side at the end. Like, nah, him looking at girls doesn't count. That's just hormones and puberty. Another horror fact is that Tommy was pretty much based on a makeup artist, Tom Savini, with love of horror and the mask design. Now, there are a lot of great kills in this movie. Like, this is like the first time we see all consistent great kills ever since like the part 1. My favorite one is when Jason threw the axe at Sarah, because that just proved that Jason ain't playing no games. As for our final girl, Trish, she was pretty cool. I really like her that she's very, like, you know, acted up to Jason, which makes sense because, you know, she's very overprotective of Tommy. Lastly, supporting characters, they're okay, nothing too special, except that Tina and Samantha up there, 304s, and that Ted was being a dick toward Jimmy. But hey, karma's a bitch, because Jimmy was able to, like, you know, get the twins to, you know, to flirt with him, and he smashed Tina, so a win's a win. Part 4 was a great time for me. I give it a B+. And let's move on to the most controversial one of the series.